And welcome to the Aaron Kantzman Show. I'm your host, Aaron Kantzman. We're here to speak to you about your life, your money, and your investments. And as always, we're coming to you from the spiritual and soon to be financial capital of the world, Jerusalem, Israel. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to email me at Aaron, Aaron, at Lighthouse with an L, lighthousecapital.co.il. That's Aaron at lighthousecapital.co.il. You can check me out on the web at www.aaronkatzman.com. That's www.aaronkatzman, aaronkatzman.com. Be sure to follow me both on LinkedIn and Twitter, and subscribe to our amazing new YouTube channel where you get all kinds of videos and playlists and communities, all these kinds of hip terms, right? That I don't even know. But you get it all there, and all the videos are there. So I'd like to speak to you today about procrastination. Okay. Now I must say, this is like, what do they say? The shoemaker goes barefoot. I'm a procrastinator. I'll come. What do they say? Hand on my heart. In Hebrew, you say yad al halev. Hand on my heart. I procrastinate. When I was a student, right, I would stay up all night the night before a paper was due, the night before a test. I'd never have everything ready, but I would wait, do that sprint right before whatever my target date or my due date was, and get the work done. When it comes to your finances, procrastination can be sort of expensive. Now, we're coming out of the summer. People were away. They had their kids. There's COVID, right? There's a lot on people's heads. And then here in Israel, we had the holiday season, which took up a good chunk of almost a full month. And people said, I spoke to people in June. They said, you know what? I don't have the head for it. I don't want to deal with it now. I'll deal with it after the holidays. Well, that was like 4 months. So that's like pretty good procrastination. But we're in the final quarter now of the year. Okay. And now it's time. No more excuses, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to start getting a hold of your finances. In fact, I came back from the gym, and on my phone today, this morning, was a message from somebody who said, you know what, you wrote an article a while back about procrastination. It's sitting on my desk. I've been meaning to call you, and I'm going to call you. So at least it worked, and because that inspired me right now to come out to do this, right, for the video and the podcast. Because I think it's really important people don't procrastinate. Now is the time. You can, if you push it off and push it off and push it off, and you're 35 years old and you keep pushing it off, one day you're going to wake up and you're going to be 65 and you're going to go, oh, that was procrastination. But we do that, right? Unfortunately, we think we have lots of time, and then you turn around and boy, time flies, right? Time flies. What can I tell you? We're not all as young as we used to be, and you got to take care of things. Okay. So what do? First thing you do, you want to make organization, right? Tip number 1, get yourself organized. Get all those papers together. Try and figure out, I know I'm broken, sound like a broken record, but you got to do it. Okay. You just do it. Okay. Sit down and do it, right? Figure out how much money you're spending every month. Okay. And then you should know, I hope you know how much money you've got coming in every month. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to start to save. You want to start an organized savings plan, which is between 10 and 15% of your income should be put into savings. As you know, if you've got in the States, you've got a 401k matching, you put money into your IRA. Here in Israel, you put money into what's called Karen Pensia, into Karen Hishtalmut. That all counts. Okay, that's great. A lot of you don't get depressed. A lot of you are saving a lot more money than you actually think you're saving. But the key is to keep doing it. And if you're not up there if you're 10%, and on the taxable side, you can look at your accounts and put away another 5%, let's say a month, go for it. You cannot imagine down the road in a decade, in 2 decades, how you're going to thank yourself. You're going to give yourself a big pat on the back. You see how I did that? Big pat on the back, because you're going to be in a significantly better financial situation just by doing that. By saving an extra couple percent in a taxable account every month, you're going to be way, way ahead of the game. Number 2, if you've already had investment portfolios, review them. Okay. Is your portfolio relevant to your current financial situation? Right? Did you inherit money? And did you inherit, I don't know, a bunch of municipal bonds, let's say, and let's say you're 35 or 40 years old and you need the money to grow for you, right? You want to make sure that your investments are in line with what your goals are and what your needs are and when you're holding in life, right? It's very, very important that you have sort of almost a compatibility, right? That your investments are exactly in line with where you are in life. Okay, so you want to start saving. You want to understand what you want to understand first. Again, what your expenses are and what your income is. You want to start a savings plan. Okay, then you want to actually invest. If you've got investments, great. Go over the thing. Go over your statements. If you're starting a new plan, how do you invest? Right, there's a myriad of information online. Most of it ignore because it's bad. But keep things simple, right? Chocolate and vanilla. You can invest in, broad market ETFs, index funds. Keep it simple. You can speak to a professional. If you don't have lots of money, you can consult with somebody. They can sort of map things out for you. So you start out on your right foot and not on your left foot. You don't want to, just start pouring money down a black hole because some Facebook book group, somebody said, oh, invest in this or invest in this. And they're all sort of random, sort of dumb ideas, right? Or very, very aggressive ideas. Do things correctly, okay? My son came to me and he said, a friend of mine said I can put like $100 into a cryptocurrency fund. I said, well, so why do you want to do that? I said, go and buy yourself a falafel or a shawarma for the same money. I said, first of all, even if you're right on $100, how much money are you going to make, right? But second of all, start doing things. You're 18, right? Don't start messing around and rolling the dice. Start doing things proper, right? If you're doing things smart, I know you don't listen. I'm speaking to you directly, son. Okay, I know you don't love listening to your father about anything. But I can tell you, okay, if you start doing things correctly when you're 18, when you're 19 years old, oh my gosh, by the time you're 30, you're going to be like 35, you're going to be set up, right? So why take stupid chances and roll the dice on things which might be binary? Either you'll make a lot of money, you won't make any money. Do things right? Slow and steady. And when you're young, slow and steady, oh my gosh, like you're gonna have like such a high net worth that you probably won't know what to do with it, and then you'll start taking care of your parents. That's the message to my son. Anyway, those are the tips, okay? Understand your expenses and try and cut them so when you look at your income, you've got a little bit of extra money to save. You want to save between 10 and 15%. 15% of your income would be fantastic. Don't get depressed. You're already saving, right? 401ks, IRAs, in Israel, Karen Pensia, Karen Hishtamut, those are all things you're already putting money into. Add a little bit, right? If you can add taxable savings, fantastic, okay? If you already have an investment portfolio, make sure that it's in line with your goals and needs, and make sure that it's relevant to where you are in life. And if you haven't yet, now is the time to start investing and saving, okay? If you need more information about it, you can contact me. You can look online. There's a wealth of information online. Some of it is good, some of it's not so good. But if you want to know what the information you're looking at, whether it's good or not, if it sounds convoluted or a little bit complicated, stay away. Keep it simple, okay? Thanks very much for tuning in. You have been tuning in to the Aaron Katzman Show. I am your host, Aaron Katzman. We speak about your life, your money, and your investments. If you've got any questions or comments, feel free to email me at Aaron, AARON, at lighthousecapital.co.il. That's Aaron at lighthousecapital.co.il. You can check me out on the web at www.aaronkatzman.com. That's www.aaronkatsman, aaronkatzman.com. Be sure to follow me on both LinkedIn and Twitter and subscribe to our new YouTube channel. It's been a pleasure, and we'll speak to you soon.